Flosstube.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to another one with the Houstons, aka Autumn Lane Stitchery.
Hi.
Who are you?
Cassandra.
Cassandra, and I am Aaron. We are happy that you're with us.
We
once
are.
again.
We are.
In this fall delight that we are.
It's a Halloween delight.
Well, yeah. Yeah. This is the Halloween delight. I'm looking out the window at a straight up red tree. Look at that shenanigans. That's a Cassandra Houston decorating special.
I wish you could see it up close.
Right there. I'll do a thing in the video. So like in the beginning, I'll pan across it.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be the opening.
I just got these. I'm super excited. They're giant fly catchers. I thought they were perfect. These are those holographic pictures that like this is a creepy thing, but then like you turn and it looks like a nice little
showing
cute
the
child.
creepy one, which is nice.
Yeah. This one's like possessed, and she's like got her neck slit, or her neck slit. Throat
so just
slit,
a really cool little
throat
Halloween scene with the book and the spells.
I
and
love
all
these.
that.
All these are potions bottles, and this chick. Okay, we are supposed to talk about Crossstitch, but I'm going to talk about this.
Talk about whatever we want, man.
This chick,
it's
I don't
Halloween
even
time.
know what I can show. She's a local chick, but she kind of stopped making because I think I was the only one buying her stuff, and I don't know why because it's so cool. But like, you can see this creepy potion bottle, and it says crickets in it. But look, she actually has like crickets in like a goo inside. Like, how freaking cool is that? She used to have these, like, they were not aged, and I was like, yo. I'm like, if I buy like 20 of those, can you age them for me? Because I don't have the time. This was years ago. This was like, she was so good. She's on Etsy, but I don't see a whole lot of her stuff anymore. But like, look how cool this is. Sorry, Aaron.
No, you're fine. This is great.
Arachnids. Look, she's got like
got a
creepy
hair on it.
spiders in
Yeah.
there. Who cares? It adds to the ambiance, dude.
Still doesn't.
Witches shed hair too, man. But yeah, this is like a mixture. And then this chick who makes this book, I'm just going to grab it.
Do it. Show it off, man. That's the centerpiece.
She is one of my favorite Etsy sellers. She's pricey. Her prices are actually, you're like, oh, that's cheap. And then like the shipping is like double, but I get why. She literally, you'll see, but this old looking cabinet, she does everything in it. So she hand does every single one of the bottles in here. She glues in the pictures. She creepifies the pictures. Everything in here, she had already done. I added nothing to that cabinet.
That cool spider.
Except I did add the little creepy half skeleton, mini skeleton coming out of the drawer. But everything else she added. She's amazing. Anyways, but like this is like
Isn't that awesome?
basically just, this is a real book. But she, whatever, Mod Podged, who knows what she uses. But it's like actually, the only thing I don't love are the
Christmas bells.
That's Santa coming. Santa's not bringing you this book for Christmas this year. And the pink, no, but like so she actually still has these, but they're not like quite as aged. She didn't do many, but like her potions bottles are like this. This is,
This is
it
cool, man.
says, I know, lycanthrope. I don't know how to say it. A lichen, basically. Lichen mucus. But look like this, it's like this cool moon. Because it's a lichen, because it's a werewolf. So you're going to have like a moon up top. Like, her stuff is super cool too. So she's the other potion. What did you just do? Look what you did, you little jerk.
How dare you?
How dare you, sir. So anyways.
So yeah, that's a cool little scene. So that's our backdrop for
That's my scene. You know, I love my scene.
at least this week. Who knows when
So
the
that's
next
what
video
if you all are wondering what I contribute to this relationship and why I was able to snag a man like this, I am his inspiration. Because I provide him with things like this.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Aaron. Over here's
Besides
our fall
the
delight.
fact that you're super beautiful. And you wear awesome sweaters. Look at her sweaters. Her sweater is a fall Halloween delight.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of.
He tried to have this candle in the background. I rejected him.
Our fall candle of the
everything.
week that I just started doing for no apparent reason is leaves. You guys, this is obviously
fall.
Bath and Body
I
Works.
feel like this is everybody's favorite.
But if your favorite Bath and Body Works candle is not leaves, what are you even doing with your life?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Because it is amazing. This is our favorite one.
That is
So,
our favorite one. Here.
That's what we're burning.
You have to see
on
this too,
fine,
real quick.
On this fine, we're filming on Thursday. Friday.
Alligator feet.
It's not real though, right?
Yeah, they are.
Are they real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'm sure she didn't get these on the black market, but there had to be a way.
My hope is that she did it herself.
No,
She
she
can have
did.
alligator feet in there. You
Yeah, but
gotta
they're
cut
real
them off
alligator.
yourself.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's Crocodile Dundee.
I wish I was Crocodile
Anyways,
Dundee.
she doesn't do that I don't see a whole lot of new stuff. Anyways, this is my pride and joy.
Anyway.
This is like my favorite thing and I have,
Let's go on tangents.
we have a whole book stand over there, and I've got like a whole scene up top, and then all of my books, I like have netting on it, and whatever.
We like the fall. We like Halloween.
That's what we,
From now
that's my
until the end of the year,
contribution.
we're loving life.
I could only decorate pretty much from September through December, because once Christmas is over, Aaron wants everything put away. He married the wrong woman to not have stuff.
It's just
out.
nice to have it clean, and then once we
just-
get to Easter, we have Easter stuff up until October.
That's true. That's true. Well, point made. Okay, so what do you want to start with, love?
So we're gonna start with the stitch along.
Here, we'll show you. I mean,
there's quite a few people. There's
Yeah.
almost 1,000 people doing the stitch along at this point. So
not necessarily doing it though, but
yeah, what do you mean not necessarily doing it? They're doing it.
I thought they were just, a lot of people just join the group to just be in the group.
No, that's how many people have got it.
Okay, whatever. Okay. So you guys have seen this floating around
So
everywhere.
We
but
just want to give you updates.
we meant to do this
because-
like 3 weeks ago. So
Yes.
it would have been fresh for you to see, but y'all have already seen it. So, okay. So
Old
here's
news
that.
now.
Old news.
But Cassandra's doing amazing. Look at that fabric it's on. Ugh, it's looking so good.
People have a question about that. That is in fact skin.
That's skin, baby.
You can see her belly button.
Not a mermaid.
Hashtag
It's not a mermaid.
it's not a mermaid stitch.
Stitch along.
I don't know though, because that tail looks pretty mermaidy, Aaron.
Could be.
Have we been lying to these people this whole time? And he loves pranks.
I do love pranks.
He's like 12. He thinks it's
Dude,
hilarious.
she is the opposite of somebody that likes to have fun.
I love fun. I just don't enjoy fun that 12-year-old boys would consider fun. Except I do love movies that 12-year-old boys would find fun. Like, like
I like doing
Transformers.
pranks. It's fun. Anyway, so that's her. That's where she's at so far. Like she said, we've been meaning to show it off for like 2-3 weeks longer.
Hopefully Aaron gets part 3 to me and Leslie soon. There's a reason why he hasn't though. Aaron, do you want to actually give away more than we should?
No.
What?
But
I was like, you
maybe
totally...
talk about it a little bit. Okay, so the next part. So the first part was the fish. Then we did this. We're gonna keep going up a little
So
bit.
you guys will actually have to wait a long time to see the bottom, to see if we are in fact pranking you and she is a mermaid or she's not a mermaid.
We don't go back to the bottom for quite a few months, like 5 months.
I thought it was like 6 or 7 months. I thought it was like month 8.
Well,
but
it's
we
like
would
8
be
or 9,
part
that's what
3.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
So we go up and do all this
I accept
shenanigans
bribes.
up here.
I'll show you exactly what she looks like. I accept bribes in the form of project bags. I'm just kidding. But not really.
So
Cold hard cash.
we're going up, and next month is actually the first time that you get to choose
Your own adventure.
your own adventure, what you want to do.
TM. Oh, and it's already TM'd.
We can't TM that.
Already TM'd.
So I don't know how much we should say, but so Leslie is the one that had the original idea for this. And
Did she?
I don't know.
She might have said it was
I
one
think
way.
she wanted to do.
I-
she might have wanted to do a stitch along with us. I don't know how.
No,
I don't know. I don't
she
remember.
because
I thought she was the original
no,
one. Part of it.
she asked us to do a stitch along for the retreat that was supposed to be in April. She asked you
Yeah.
to design a stitch along for that retreat specifically.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, coronavirus sucks, but if it had not been for coronavirus, it wouldn't have taken off like it has, because it would have just been like announced to the people at the
Yeah.
retreat, at the not the Mirabilia retreat, the Stitching Sirens retreat. Leslie is Under the Sea Fabrics,
Yeah.
by the way, in case anybody doesn't know.
If you're new here, and if you are, hello.
Hi guys.
Thanks for joining us. You're amazing. Hope you're having a great
So
day.
no, so I think Leslie specifically, you were designing her, and I said, I bet you Leslie's gonna want something, and I refused to stitch that. And he said, he was talking to her like messenger, because we don't live anywhere near each other, by the way. People always message us about under the sea orders. We're not the same company. She's in Texas. We're in Utah. We're states away from each other.
Yes.
But yeah, she literally 2 minutes later, she's like, oh yeah, when you design her, you're going to have to design her with these. And we literally were laughing. Was that too much?
No.
That was, and I was like, dude, I said, so then I think from there it evolved.
So cryptic, but
I think from there, you'll get it when you guys get part 3, but you'll get what.
So this is the first time that you get to choose what you want to do, because Leslie wanted it. We can say she wanted, we've said this from the beginning, but she wanted a little bit more risque. That should probably give it away for you. But
if we're going up,
Cassandra wanted it a little bit more elegant, but that part is for another part of the choose your own. There's two different parts that kind of that equates to.
I was gonna,
but this is the first time.
I was gonna say this.
No, don't do that.
Okay,
that gives it away.
Too much, but that would have been funny, huh?
Yeah, that'll give it away. I mean, not that you can't.
Not that you can't guess, but we're not going to say it. I feel bad. I have some people. Someone just messaged me on Etsy last night and asked me about a certain feature that she may or may not have, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't tell you, and I feel terrible because I am a people pleaser, and look,
fooled me. That's a lie.
Whoa, I am not a people pleaser. I really don't care. I don't know how to say that.
Is it just me that you
I'm
don't
not
care
a
about
people
pleasing?
pleaser, but I want people to be happy. But I don't really go forth
Except
out
for me.
to please people.
Oh, wow. Facts. People
Someone's sleeping on the sofa too.
husband.
Okay. So anyways, go
just
on.
Joking.
So
anyway, so that's that. So the next section, Leslie, that's the perfect way to put it. Leslie wanted a little more risque. Yes. Cassandra wanted a little more elegant. Yes. The next part is your first time that you get to choose your own direction.
So essentially, just so you guys will know,
which is awesome.
When Aaron sends out the parts, the part 3, he will include the charting for both the portion I'm stitching and the portion Leslie's stitching. He will include a picture of both of what they look like stitched. So you will not have to guess, oh no, which one should I do? You'll be able to look and be like, yo, I like Cassandra's better, or oh, I like Leslie's. We haven't seen that before. Okay, so
word.
Yeah, so don't worry about it. You don't have to choose. You're not only going to get sent one, you will get sent both charts, both choices of charts. Yeah. But actually, the next 2.
Oh man,
the next
don't
2
get too ahead of yourself, Cassandra.
Are choose your own adventure parts.
Take it easy. And
so there we go.
The 4th part's the big one.
The 4th part?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't think this one's big? I think that's pretty significant.
No, it is. I mean, that's like...
trash man.
We're not going to give it away too much. The trash man's outside. I had to open the window because it's like 65 degrees or so, and it's amazing.
It is nice.
Sorry if that's loud.
So there we go.
Anyway, so that's the stitch along. It's going amazing. Everybody that's participating, thanks so much.
You guys are amazing. All of you guys are so awesome.
The group is going crazy.
We have a lot. I have to say this, though. We have a lot of people who are stitching the skin over one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a way of sugarcoating stuff. Some people like this about me. I'm not rude about it. But if you don't know how I am, no.
I'm just kidding.
If you don't know how I am, because I don't like to sugarcoat anything, you know? And so I feel like if I have said anything, no one said anything to me. I'm just saying, I don't like over one stitching. I think it's distracting. A lot of people love it. Erin doesn't like it either. So we aren't ever, if you ever are going to buy our patterns for eternity, we are never going to stitch over one skin for a reason. We don't like the look of it. However,
you do you.
I like seeing the artistry and the talent that goes behind you people that stitch those teeny tiny little stitches. I appreciate looking at it. So all of those of you who are doing over one, I love looking at them, okay? I love looking at them. So I wanted to say that because, I mean, if people come on, because I think a lot of people almost feel like they have to go along with what other people are doing. And right now, the movement of doing the over one stitching is like totally taking over the stitch along group, which I love. I love that everybody, like the fact that some people see the over one stitching and are like, oh my gosh, that's so inspiring. I want to try that. I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We love that.
Yeah,
so,
that's
but you know, when I come on, I'm like, okay, just so nobody feels bad, you don't have to feel pressure to do over one stitch, because I think somebody tried it and they weren't liking the look of it. They didn't like the look of it. To me, like I said, because it's so smooth looking, my eye is just like immediately drawn to it. Like I can't enjoy anything else because it looks a little off, like out of place.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, anyways, so I did message the chick. I was like, just so you know, it's not too late. There's a lot of skin on her. So if you don't like the look now, don't feel pressure to do it. She's like, oh, I'm so glad. I felt like everybody was doing it. So anyways, that's a little PSA. Don't worry. Not everybody loves the look of over one skin, but I like looking at it. I wouldn't do it myself. So those of you who are doing it, I love to see your work in progresses. I think it's such talent that I don't have. So anyways, I want to say that just in case.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, let's see if I can say this properly.
You can.
Don't fall into the comparison traps. People are going to be at different, besides doing the one over stitching, you're going to be at different levels of the stitch along. There's people that are just joining now. Obviously, you can still join for throughout the whole stitch along. But people see, like, Cassandra's 2 parts ahead. They might see somebody that's 3 or 4 parts ahead. If you're way back, don't get discouraged because you're not a fast stitcher. I see a lot of people in the group saying, I'm not a fast stitcher.
Yeah, I'm so behind.
I'm so behind. Don't
You're
worry
right
about
where
it.
you need to be,
The
my
most
friends.
important thing is to just enjoy
Yeah.
the project. No matter if you're doing a stitch along or whatever you're doing, don't worry about how fast or, you know, if it's not perfect. For one, if you stitch something a little bit off, nobody's ever going to know.
No one's going to know.
Besides you, who cares? As long as it looks okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And if you're a little bit behind, who cares? Just enjoy stitching it. You'll catch up eventually if you want to, or it might take you a little bit longer past when it's done. Who cares? Okay? Don't fall into the comparison trap. It'll make it totally not fun, and the whole point is to enjoy it. That's my
It's
PSA.
amazing.
And you're
Oh,
amazing.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're
So that's the
amazing.
stitch along update.
Okay, so patterns.
Patterns.
Oh, I have a lot of stuff to show.
New patterns. I told y'all
Pattern alert.
I was gonna get it done. Here comes Brighton.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna open the door before he knocks and makes all the dogs bark.
Okay.
I told you guys. Well, I said this week, but here we'll back it up a little bit. They're downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
I said this week when we did the last video. I meant like because I thought we were gonna do a video within a week. It would have been done before we did the next video, but since this video is like 900 years later, it is done. So that's the new pattern. Potions and spells. Show them the back. Show them the whole thing.
So you know how Aaron likes to continue.
Yeah, I like this one. I like
continue his. It's the cover is art itself.
It is indeed. In fact, the cover is art itself.
Well, I just mean
No,
that like
no, I
I don't
agree.
see this a whole lot. I don't think I've seen it ever.
I think it's amazing to kind of make it
You
one
like
scene.
doing it.
Yeah, I really like doing it.
Yeah.
So she is out. If you were waiting for it and you did not know,
P.S.
Potions and Spells has hit the streets, and it's one of my favorite. I love it.
P.S. You guys. So we've talked about this before, that he changes our logo according to the season,
Yes.
which is freaking brilliant. I asked him why he did not do a Halloween one with this. I said, she's a witch. He's like, yeah, but she's just like a
not necessarily
everyday
Halloween.
witch. She's just in her
I didn't
potion
feel like
and spell thing.
So this one is more like Halloween, like end of fall, dead leaves. So I felt that was a little more Halloween. This one doesn't necessarily feel like it's Halloween.
Yeah.
So, but
So what's your favorite part about that, Aaron?
about this pattern,
Yeah.
I just like the whimsical nature. If that's not too nerdy.
You are a dork.
I just like the fact that she feels like she's high in the air,
Marley,
like in the
shush.
top of the room. Get that dog to be quiet, boys.
Go ahead.
I just feel like it. I just like the feeling that she's like high in the air. So originally, I had it towards the ground, which I don't think I showed this. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah,
show
you
the
did
sketch
show
of
it last time.
So originally, in the original sketch, I had the ground on the bottom.
I moved this so we can see your beautiful face.
And
And
I'm
every
like-
time you're like, No.
So originally in the original sketch, I
go
had the ground on the bottom. Sorry. We just talked about Elvzilla.
Honestly.
But I changed it to make it feel like she's at like the top of the bookshelves, where she has like these super tall bookshelves with a bunch of her spell books and all that stuff, and you can see like the books stacked on top of it with the little skull with the candle, a little ambiance action. But anyway, so that one's out.
She is cool. And I can say and we'll talk about this in just a minute. We wholeheartedly, we'll talk about it. Erin has designed these specific looks to only include a few colors, so that if you want to do a color conversion, we welcome it.
Change it.
And
please.
I need you to chit chat while I find that one chick's. I wonder if she cares if I share it though.
No, I'll show it off.
I'll show it off. Hopefully she doesn't care. But I have to go on the Etsy unless you know where she is. But anyways, someone right now is doing a blue magic. But yeah, and then Erin, we were kind of torn on the color of this, of her dress, and like those highlights right there. And
the detail in
the detail. We went with a coral. It is a coral color. It looks orange here, but it is a coral color. But like he had almost more of a pink even.
I like her hat.
Yeah.
Too.
So please, by all means, change the colors. Like we welcome that, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But
if you're not following us on Instagram,
you should
do so, because I was gonna actually do it for this video, but I didn't have time to do a couple quick mock-ups of some different colors. But I'll do that, and I'll put it on Instagram and probably the Facebook group and business page as well. But I do it. I don't put too many colors on purpose, just for a couple reasons. Just mainly because I can get the idea. Really, these are more about the composition and the idea more than like overflowing with the details. Obviously, I like to throw in the little like the details as far as like the books and the potions, just so you have a lot of fun things to stitch, but it's like there's not a lot of colors and stuff like that for you to get overwhelmed with. But just changing a few colors, like if you change the coral in her, like on her, to like one of the colors that I was showing Cassandra, like a yellow, or you know, you can easily just change one color and it changed the whole feeling of the piece. So, and obviously like the background, a lot of people are already stitching this one and they're changing the fabric color. Of course, we love when you do that, and it just dramatically changes the vibe of the piece. So we love that.
We love that.
Same thing with this one. A lot of people are changing
I said
this
we
one.
love that. I'm not even listening to him. I'm trying to find a message.
So both of them are out in leaflet form if you're waiting for that, by the way. That's the whole point of this, but it got changed. And we'll show off another model that we got back, actually, and I can show you some examples of what I mean, because when I design these, I design it with like 4 or 5 different color schemes, so we can kind of choose which one we like best.
Dang it.
Which with this one, like you would just change that orange if you want, or the orange and the yellow, and it would dramatically change the look of the piece. Like you can change the orange on the cape and the hat to like a red, or even green or something like that, and just kind of totally change the vibe of the piece. But this one's amazing. This one has been doing really well. So anyone who has purchased such, thank you very much. You're amazing.
Gosh dang it, I can't find where she is,
What are you
Erin.
looking for, man?
The girl that was doing the
It's on Facebook.
No, it's not on Facebook. Did she post on
Change
Facebook
the color
also?
of the blue?
Of Lunar Witch.
Yeah, to the blue?
No, Lunar Witch. That's potions and spells.
Oh, I don't know. Go. Okay, so Cassandra found it.
I found it. Okay, so please don't be mad at me for sharing this, but it seems...
I didn't know it was that one.
This chick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can't remember if she shared it.
Okay. Now, first of all, so she's in Germany. Her name's either Lee or Leah. And the only reason why I say Lee or Leah, because this specific name is pronounced either way. So her name's Lee or Leah. She's in Germany. And she bought the Lunar Witch, and this is exactly what we're talking about in the conversions.
So, Leah/Lee. Don't be upset with us for sharing
Please,
this.
I'm so sorry. Well, but we're telling you that this is exactly what we are hoping that people will do.
Exactly.
So here's the original. She messaged me these mock-ups, of
Love
the
it.
coloring. You can see, I mean, there's a glare, but
Leah.
you can see the green, you can see that cranberry, and then she has the top a little bit different also. You can see the trees are like raspberry in the background here. On this side, they're green. Leah, you are doing exactly what we want to see done. Thank you for sending us this. She's like, I don't know which one to do. And our minds were blown. Both of us were like, holy crap.
That's it.
Like,
The
that's
magic.
even better than what we were hoping that anybody would do. Like, the fact that instead of, you know, like, you can change your colors. You can make it super easy. You can just change the orange to be, like I said, like a wine color or whatever.
Yeah.
But she's changing the tree color. She's doing wine trees with like a green, changing that to green. We applaud you because we are so excited to see your progress with whatever you decide to do.
There's only like 8 colors on this one, so it's not overwhelming to change the colors.
Well,
and the majority you're only changing like 1 or 2 or 3
here's
or 4.
the thing.
So.
You're going to have people at different levels. I'll be honest with you. I would not be able to do what Lee or Leah did, where I would be able to change all 8 colors. So you're going to have people who, like, for you to say there's only 8 colors, I'm like, I'm looking to maybe change the oranges.
Well, yeah, you can.
That's it.
That's what I was saying earlier. You can totally do that. Just change the 2 orange colors, the light and the darker orange, and it dramatically changed the piece just by alone doing that.
It does. Well, and speaking of that,
let your creativity fly.
we actually have a girl. I love you. What is her name? It's Carla.
Carla from Rolodex Stitches. She has a Flosstube channel and an Instagram.
Carla, let me just tell you. Erin is always logged in to Instagram. I never am. So P.S. if anybody messages our Instagram page, I don't...
Let's talk.
You think you're talking to me. It's not me you're talking to. It's Erin. So if you tag Autumn Lane Stitchery and you think you're showing me an awesome project bag, you're showing Erin an awesome project bag.
I show her the stuff that she needs to see.
Well, I feel bad because Goose actually messaged us, and I just realized that I never responded. She was talking to me about getting a bigger project bag because I love their project bags, but they're the smaller ones that I am not going to be buying. I can't buy small project bags anymore. It's just a waste to me. But she, whatever. I just realized we were mid-conversation, but because I get distracted. But anyways, okay, so I'm going to show you guys. So this is Andrea's, again, Andrea's model for, what's this thing called?
Wicked Witchcraft.
Wicked Witchcraft.
So we showed this before, but if you haven't seen it,
we showed this last week.
So that's Andrea's impeccable stitching.
This is terrible picture. I just screenshotted you, sweetheart. But, I mean, like, as far as the clarity goes, you are so cute, by the way. I love Carla. But here, how about we do it this way? That would be the smarter thing to do. This is so ghetto. This is my way of showing. So it looks like, I thought it was more like grapes and purples, but Erin, didn't you say that it was more like raspberry type of colors?
Well, it is. It is a little bit of like a raspberry purple, whatever. It's in there. But she's totally changing the fabric color from like a green to like this purpley...
But I thought she converted some things in here.
Did.
Yeah,
I
so
think
she
she's
converted
changing
the
some of
colors
too.
So she's doing exactly what we were saying that we totally want to see done, and we are excited for people to do.
Yeah.
But she's hilarious. She's literally, I'm just like not even watching. I'm just listening to her because I was like doing laundry or something. Literally, she randomly like F-bombs, and I was like, wait, did that just happen? And I rewound it, and she did. She's hilarious. You, Carla, I love you. I don't know if you watch our channel, but you were freaking hilarious.
So she's she's making it her own, which
we love.
I don't want to preach like the tagline in the title is patterns that need your special touch.
Yeah,
that's when we were coming up with the name. I had a few of these, and that's exactly what that meant. Like, put your own spin on it. You know, as much as you want to. If you don't want to change it at all, that's totally fine. But if you want to,
we welcome it.
Be my guest.
So Erin,
my guest.
Erin totally transitioned off my point, so I'm going to go back on topic here.
Oh, sing a song. Come on.
Okay, so we actually just got a model back today from one of my amazing friends. Let me just preface this by saying, guys.
Do it.
We still aren't hiring model stitchers. We have had so many people, message us and say and offer their services. We totally appreciate you guys. These are still, so Andrea's model, that was from last year's retreat, Mirabilia retreat, which was like in April. They're just my buddies, and they were like, hey, I'll stitch one for you. And like I would just grab the fabric and the floss and give them the pattern. We still aren't like actually hiring model stitchers. So when I say I've got this and you've offered your services to us, don't be like, wow, that's rude of them. We haven't gotten that far yet. Okay, so we're still not selling, I mean, besides the Dark Queen of the Sea stitch along, we're still not selling a certain volume of patterns to pay for a model stitcher. Because like basically, I mean, we're still lower to where basically we, after printing and paying a model stitcher, like right now for both of these patterns, we would have made broken even. So we just, yeah, that's why we haven't done it yet. But I wanted to show this.
Really possessive, y'all. Every time I'm like, let's have a model stitcher do this, she's like, I want to stitch that.
Quiet you. I know I do. Okay, but look. Okay, let's be real here.
No, let's do it.
When Aaron did this, he had different color schemes. And in the end, we chose blue.
Yes.
I ended up not loving the blue. I loved this pattern. We're going to transition. Ready? I love the pattern. I'm not a fan of blue. Besides our house is blue, I love our blue house. And I would love to continue to have a blue house if we ever move. I love blue houses. Blue is not a color I love. So let me just show you, and we're going to transition here, okay? So we just got this back from Janet Cottrell. Janet, I love you. Janet, I love you.
Look how awesome that
this
is,
man. We just got it today in the mail. Hallelujah. You guys, look at this spider. This is like my favorite thing. Look at this spider on the skull. It is so freaking cute. Okay, this is one of Aaron's first patterns. And we were discussing how we would change it now. But it's like, it is so awesome. And this is actually, consequently,
what?
This is the one that we've had multiple people try to copy, even well-known people.
This is the one.
This image right here of him coming out, the Grim Reaper coming out of the gates. We've had that copied by a very popular designer on Etsy. I'm not going to name names simply because I don't remember, but I wouldn't do that anyways. But Janet actually caught them. She found them on Instagram and was like, she messaged me. She's like,
bro.
This is that pattern, right? I'm stitching it right now. I was like, what the freak? And then, do you know what's funny?
What?
So I called them out. I was like, you stole our pattern. They hurry up and deleted the chart, deleted the post, and then somehow magically a day later came out with basically, and it was too different to show, but it was like this image right here, this spot. It's like they took Photoshop, they flipped it and skewed it and then released it. And it was like our pattern, but it was a little bit different because they skewed it and rotated it. So we couldn't be like, that's our pattern. So anyways, such douchery to be had, man. Such douchery.
Anyway, tangent. We got this back from Janet. And this is one of the ones where the colors, Cassandra, like she said, doesn't like the blue.
I don't like the blue. Let me show you. If there's a pattern we like, so I did this, okay? So hold up, let me have you hold that up, and I'm not going to pull an Aaron and talk off camera like this.
You should, dude, it's fun.
And this is all because of Carla. Now, we had already talked about this, but actually seeing it from Carla.
Come on, Carla.
Changing the whole look. Okay, so original. I was like, grays would be pretty freaking great, right? Great. Gray, our son is literally mooning us right now. We're great parents. He's only 9. Thank you, son. That's an adorable little butt there. Okay, so gray. How great? How great is that? Hey, move your Bigfoot arm. Thank you.
I don't get it.
Your Sasquatch
Do you want to
arm.
explain it? I don't get it.
Okay, then purple. Look at that purple. Here, maybe I'll move my fingers. Purple compared to the blue, that would be
really cool.
I can't say great again.
Yeah, don't say it again. Don't run the joke
And
into the
then
ground, man.
I'm gonna do this. So Janet stitched this, and she inspired me. And Carla, you inspired me to change the colors. We'd already been talking about how we hope people did that, but I've never done it myself. Green. I don't know why I'm drawn to green, but I am. So, well, green's my favorite
Did I take
color.
all these pictures, or did you color shift this?
I color shifted these with my trusty
you go.
iPhone.
Look
So,
at
and
you.
I don't necessarily love that green, but I wanted it to be an eerie green. So that's what I'm going to do. At some point in time, I'm going to stitch a green version of, again, here.
Lost Souls
I'm going to
Cemetery.
stitch a green version of Lost Souls Cemetery. So that's just a little PSA for you. If you love a pattern, but you're like, I
PSA.
don't love the colors. These ones really only have black, the dark blue, the medium blue.
And there's 3 different blues, isn't there? Oh, no,
There's black,
2.
dark blue, light blue,
That's it.
mid blue, and light blue. There's 4 colors here, and black's one of them.
Easy mode.
So
you can do
I
it.
know I can choose 3 greens that I like: a dark, a mid, and a light, and then have black maybe be my darkest one, or not. I can have 4 different greens. I'm gonna
do it up.
I'm gonna do it up. So we encourage that. We love seeing you guys making these your own.
Thank you for stitching them, by the way.
Thank you, Janet. You're amazing.
Yes.
Seriously.
Janet, thank
She
you.
also said, is my back neat enough for you?
Oh my gosh.
And I said, I didn't even look because I don't
You
care
guys.
if my back's is pretty much the pattern.
No kidding, dude.
Hey, Janet,
Holy cow.
overachiever.
That's super clean.
Yeah, I don't care. Nobody sees my backs.
Wow.
Nobody sees the back on mine. I just get it framed. Janet, you're amazing.
That
You
is
went
amazing,
above and
actually.
beyond.
Thank you, Janet.
I didn't even think to look at the back because, yeah. So thank you, my overachiever hooker friend. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
We call each other hookers.
I know.
That's like a term of endearment up in here.
So we got that back, and we also wanted to show off. We've had this since Market. I think
March.
we've talked about it. I wonder
We
if we
have.
showed it off back then.
No.
No?
Liz Dorsey.
Liz Dorsey, you're fantastic. Even when I apologize that we've had it so long, she's like, oh, no worries.
She even forgot about it. She posted in the Halloween cross-stitch group. She's like, here's all my Halloween patterns. I was like, I can send you a picture of the one that you sent us so that you can see, so that you can post that too. She's like, oh, I forgot about that pattern. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah, it makes
dang it.
sense because
If
we've
we would have
had it
kept
for
it,
like
she would have
6
remembered
months.
at some point. Dang
No,
it.
we should have
coulda
kept
just
it.
We blew
We
that.
joke. So this is one of our most popular patterns. She chose to do it. It looks like on a Lugana or a Jobelin. So the actual, we have it over here somewhere. We have it. I think we have it on. So it's murky, which we have done a couple patterns on. We love murky, but the Jobelin or whatever she chose to do it on is a little bit more mottled. We love. I mean, the coloring is perfect. Erin specifically designed that back kind of creepy mistiness,
Fog kind of thing.
yeah, fog to specifically match the colors in murky. So if you end up doing it on a different fabric,
Might want to change that.
well, or not, you can just
You can do
choose
whatever
to
you
do it on
want.
that. But I mean, this is literally, there are a lot of patterns that I could do on many a fabric. This one, I feel, is made. This is like one I would never, ever, ever for even like $1 million change. Because it's just perfect for it. Now the murky on linen is a lot more mottled, and I actually like the mottled look. So I will stitch this eventually because I love this pattern, and I have already a piece of murky that I'm going to do it on.
And
but
it's
anyways,
a pretty quick one.
Liz,
That's
watch
not too
this.
much. What?
Grab it.
Grab what?
That right there. Up. This. Yep. Watch us, Liz. Ready?
What are you gonna pack it up right now?
I already have the label on it and everything, boo. Grab the thing. Ready, Liz?
You want to see something get packed? That's
Do
exciting.
you want to see that we literally are sending it off? I've
going.
covered her name.
It's going.
We already
to you,
have the
Liz.
label printed and everything. Going out today. Please remind
Don't
me.
hate us, Liz.
Please remind me.
Please.
Please, Erin, remind me. I have got to send somebody a check. Just remind me check
Who,
today.
Liz?
Has to be today. No, not Liz. Okay, Liz. It is sealed.
She always
And
tells
it's
me to
with our
remind
shipping.
her stuff, and I never remember.
It's the worst.
I don't know why she tells me.
Okay, next.
Tell me that tomorrow. Not a prayer. Sorry.
Okay, so next we have 2 whips to show you.
Ooh.
Oh,
Careful.
2 whips to show you. So while I was waiting for Aaron to finish a fall pattern for me, I decided that I wanted to stitch this Moons Out, Brooms Out. I love this pattern. And I got a little bit on it and then I had to stop. But I am doing it on crap. What is this fabric? It's a Picture This Plus.
It is a Picture This Plus. Isn't it like, I can't remember. Don't worry about it.
I don't remember.
It's a Picture This Plus.
It's a Picture This Plus, and you can see I got her done part of the broom. It comes down, and then of course the S for moons. Get that? I love that blue. That modeling is everything. It's pretty much, we didn't recommend this fabric when we did the pattern. We just said suggested fabric is a dark blue to mimic a night sky. And of course you do whatever you want, but Aaron, we love this fabric. I bought 2 other fabrics from our local store, but they weren't what we wanted.
I love this one.
Is perfect. I love this one too. And some people are doing it
on the bottom.
Yeah, this one is not done a lot with the town. People cut that town out.
It's the best part, man.
I love it. I love this. So I'm excited to get back to this. It's not going to happen before Halloween. So we'll see when I pick it back up again.
It's the most cross-stitch town you ever saw.
Yeah, but it's really adorable. So, okay, do you want to talk about this one before I show it?
So you guys, what?
I was going to say, well, talk about the pattern and we'll talk about the fabric.
Oh, yeah. So you guys saw the fall town that was part of our scheduled releases, and this green's getting a little blown out on camera.
I'll pull it away.
You guys, this one has to be stitched before we release it because we're using, obviously, we talked about it before, we're fighting over the threads, but it has some Weeks Dye Works and some Gloriana threads that are variegated, and it looks amazing. So this is why it need to be stitched, because you can't really mimic those colors in the program, obviously, because they'll just give you a solid
This
color.
is our mock-up, a fake mock-up of what it looks like stitched. Even though it looks like stitches, you know, the computer program does that. But you can't mimic that.
Plus, it won't do it justice, because this is looking so amazing.
We chose, so we'll talk about the fabric, but we do you want to pull up the picture again?
I hope you guys like this, because
can you pull up the picture again?
This is one of my favorite that we've done.
Mine as well. I say that every time.
This is going to come out really good.
So we actually, Aaron had, and we're maybe not done quite yet. Here's the thing that we like to do when I stitch it. He actually does little details. So he's going to show you, but we had, one of the things real quick, I keep squirreling. We were trying to decide between a blue fabric and a green fabric. Reason being, this is on a green hill. So you can see, I mean, this is like a very hilly
this is a little bit
town.
Blurry, but it'll do.
Okay, so yeah, it's different than, oh no, you did change those. Okay, go ahead.
What?
No, you're fine. So we decided though there was more green in it than blue. And
so here's the whole thing.
So see, all this green is actually not stitched. That's the fabric. That's going to be the fabric. Yeah. So
oh, that's going to be so cool.
Yeah. So come up close. Look how cool! I love it. So yeah, here. Boom. Stay, doggy, stay.
You're so particular.
We love it. Well, so here's the thing though, is you'll notice. Wait.
Gosh dang it!
Come up close here. Do you notice a empty porch?
That porch needs some love, don't you think?
Do you notice pumpkins on that porch now?
Yes, I do.
That was a Cassandra special. So those of you who don't know what I contribute to the relationship, that's what I contribute.
Besides being amazing.
Besides being your art director. The other thing I contributed...
The most annoying art director in history.
Besides being the art director, can you pull that up?
Son of a...
The other thing was that I thought needed to slightly be tweaked. Look, I tweak stuff. I think it looks better. So you'll notice he wanted to tie in the pumpkins on the porch that are here. He has a couple pumpkins in the background. And honestly, I'm going to add a backstitch little green trunk like stem. But you'll notice all this has super vibrant colors, which don't show well on the cross stitch program, but you see they're super vibrant in real life. Anyways, I was like, there's a lot of green trees. Most of the trees in the background are all green, and there's only 2 green trees down here. So I just simply said, hey, Aaron, can we maybe add a couple green trees? So
Did you simply say that?
we changed that. We have a couple,
Or Jamaican.
or I'm sorry, we need a couple color trees back there.
Yeah. And I said, hey, sure.
So like these ones back here are, these ones right here are the vibrant red. It needed a little bit. And even Aaron said, yeah, that actually balances the red more. That's what I contribute to this relationship. If anybody, questioned that. So
don't question it.
So anyways, we now
So
the fabric, yeah. So I mean, and
Show them this one in front, man.
the other thing I wanted to add, which he said we'll see at the end, is I'm a fan of Victoria Sampler, and the only thing that has stopped me from doing their patterns, I probably have 10 of them, is they have so many detailed, super amazing stitches that makes their samples look cool. But I told Aaron, I was like, we should have on here some corn stalks right in front of those.
No, it's too much.
You say that, when I stitch it, you're gonna be like, damn, and you're gonna love it. So we'll see who wins, or if I can make it look cool at all. Because I can't draw, but I can try to like stitch some corn stalks. I think it'd look amazing. But
I
whatever.
forgot to find your sketch. I wanted to show you a sketch off. Eventually, I'll
find
show her original drawing, and like when we were deciding, because I have another one. Like this is going to end up being like an ongoing thing, because I like doing this kind of pattern, and hopefully you guys like it. Because I mean, if it doesn't do well, it'll be hard to keep doing them. But if you guys like it, I'm more than happy to make them all day long.
Well, we were talking about when we did this, it first started out as what, the September pattern?
Yeah.
It started out as a September pattern. I can just search my name, honestly.
So it started out as a September pattern, and obviously it didn't really fit the vibe of the rest of them, but we loved it the most, so we made it a bigger one. And I already have a summer one pretty much halfway done, because I was doing that one and she didn't like it.
Yeah. Well,
It was the fall one, but she didn't like it as the fall, so I'm going to make it summer. And then we ended up going with this one for the fall.
Darn it. Well, where the crap is it, Aaron?
So,
well, the reason I really liked it, but I just didn't like
what are you looking for?
the drawing.
There it is.
See?
Okay.
How smart.
So,
okay.
are we going to tell them the secrets?
Yeah, we'll tell them the secret. Okay, so Aaron drew like 5 towns.
This is Cassandra's
And
art direction.
this
is the crap I'm
couldn't-
dealing with right here.
Oh, stop it. I just didn't like the layout of the one he had, because it was like a water town, and to me, I was like, okay,
Little boat.
it would be really cool. Yeah, but I don't know. With a water town, like it had a cliff. If you know how to train your
village?
dragon, which is really amazing, it was almost like a Burke type of thing. Like there was like an island right there.
How awesome.
To me, though, that picture that he drew really screamed either like a winter town, where he could have it be like the water frozen over and have people like ice skating and like ice fishing. I thought that would be amazing. Or like a summer town, because water, to me, I'm not thinking about water in autumn. So anyways, I said, dang it, Aaron, this is what I want. Okay, this is also what I contribute to this relationship, because it's clear I'm the artist here. Ready for this? Yup. That's my drawing. I said I want a freaking like multi-level hill. I want a bunch of houses. See, look, that one's in the background.
Yeah, dude,
so
look
it's
at that.
smaller.
Archer's
that
tree.
one's in the foreground, and then
So there's
as
a little
you can
pumpkin patch.
see,
You telling
yeah, the little pumpkin patch. See that little pumpkin
So
patch?
these
That
were
one has a
these
porch.
were the main components.
These were my components. I did
Pumpkin
write
patch.
Happy Harvest, which we
hill.
didn't put in, and I drew this
some point-
flippin' the bird
At some point, you gotta say, you
to
know what?
him, because I was drawing it and he's laughing at me, which I can't get, because this is great drawing, right? Like, that's good. Like, you can tell like no 3-year-old could draw this good, right? So anyways, at the end of it, after he was laughing hysterically at me, I drew flipping the bird at him. Okay,
That's rude.
so let's show how Aaron actually followed directions.
So here's how it ended up. Hold on, just go through the thing.
Okay.
So she wanted the pumpkin patch, so you get a pumpkin patch.
Thank you.
As you
got
can
the
see,
hill?
I followed her little hill, or it's backwards, but I followed her little hill, and you get the layered town. But she also drew the little flip off. So if you look right there, you get her little flip off.
Of course, it's, you know, bushes.
Trees, but
Trees,
it's the
trees,
shape
yeah.
that matters. So
It's the shape
listen,
that matters.
Don't tell me what you want unless that's what you want.
I didn't. I was just flipping you the bird, man. But but no, we speak the same language. So when he finally showed me that, I was like, "That's perfect." I was like, "You even drew the flip off." Yes.
So, she art directed it. I just followed
Now
what
they're
the
not.
boss
Now you're
wanted.
not going to be able to unsee that. Obviously, it's very easily. You don't see that unless you know the joke, the inside joke. But guess what? Now that you know the inside joke, you're in it with us.
The more you know.
It's our joke together.
It's
Okay.
Autumn Lane Stitchery and Friends.
Okay,
inside joke.
but so
Anyway,
this fabric.
This is it.
Let's talk about this fabric
Yeah.
real quick.
Real quick. We're rocking.
We are, because I have
time.
a lot of stuff to show.
Yeah. So the fabric is by Mountain Air hand-dyed fabric, I think is what they're called. It's Mountain Air Designs. It's Mian and her husband Gary Bush.
We love them.
They have Bush Mountain Stitchery, and they're transitioning into doing only fabric dyeing next year. And then I think their son is taking over their. They have a cross-stitch shop, so he's taking over that, and they're doing fabric dyeing. So we were looking for a fabric for this.
A very specific green.
You saw the green in the picture. I wanted that specifically, and I couldn't find it. And we
It was
found
like almost too bright though. Like this is the perfect. This green is perfect.
We found one, but it was like going to be like 2 months out, and we ain't got time for that because it's already fall.
And we haven't seen it in person because
and we haven't
pictures.
seen it in person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
things
You
dye
can
very
never
different than.
So
what
I
it
knew. I chose them specifically because they don't do too much modeling in their fabrics. From what I've seen, they might do.
And Aaron doesn't want the modeling in this, but yeah, there's
You
just
can't
the right
with
amount.
this one. You can't like. I do like the modeling like in with on the murky. It's amazing because you kind of want that kind of eerie. It gives off the vibe that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But with this one, it needs to. We chose the green because we wanted it to be the grass. And if you have a whole bunch of modeling, it's not going to look like the grass. It's just going to look weird.
Yeah.
So I asked her if they can come up, if they have a green or if they would mind making a green. She's like, right away, like, yep. She was even in the, like, sick. I think she was in the hospital at the time, but she was sick. And she's like, yeah, we'll do it right away.
Mian's amazing. Mian, you're amazing.
Well, actually, they were on vacation. She got sick later, but they were on vacation. She's like, as soon as we get back from vacation, we'll make it right away and get it out to you. So they're amazing. So they made this one specifically for us. They wanted to do greens anyways, but they're like, yeah, you guys can even name it. So we got to name the fabric.
What did we name it again?
Apple Harvest.
Apple Harvest. Such a Hallmark movie thing.
Yes. It's awesome.
Such dorks.
So they made that for us. So they're going to have this one available, I think, by Nashville Market. I don't know. Don't hold me to that.
Wait a minute.
I think.
They're not going to have it. Okay, but we're releasing this pattern next week or next month.
Well, I'll talk to them. Obviously, they'll probably have it by then.
Okay.
Maybe they will. I don't know. That's why I said
doll?
don't hold me to that because
our Great Dane just decided to join
but
us.
yeah, so they made this specifically for us. Obviously, they're gonna sell
Thank
it,
you.
but I asked if they can make that for us, and they're like, "Yeah, baby."
Yep.
So we appreciate that, and it looks amazing. It's getting kind of blown out in the camera.
No, it's not back here. That's why I keep holding it back here.
Yeah,
It's
that
perfect
looks
back here.
It looks amazing, and then we're gonna have that
need to
nice
find
blue
somebody.
sky up top, and it's gonna pop so good.
Okay.
But anyway, so. Thank you.
Thank you,
Mian.
Mian. And
Gary.
this
Gary's
will-
the one dying, so thank you, Gary, because he's the one that did the work.
So this one is going to be available in November. I am just going to stitch my little heart out, and
Are
as
you
soon
think
as
you're gonna get it done by November?
in November, I could literally
Well, not
have
by
it done.
November.
Not by
obviously.
November. In November, it will be
Alright.
done. Because at some point, I need to, in the next 15 days, stitch part 3. So
Yeah.
of the stitch along. So I'm working my little heart out, guys. I've been staying up till like 4 or 5 a.m. trying to get this done. So I'm trying. I'm so sorry. Okay.
So good.
Stash acquisition. My favorite
Look at
segment.
This freaking tree right there. There's that big tree in front. That's gonna be that same
Yeah.
variegated. Oh, it's
Look
gonna
what
be
I love.
amazing.
We like the roof. It was such the perfect amount of modeling. So yeah, we have a lot of that. And again, if you're not into, if you can't buy the, or the variegation, I mean, if you cannot afford the threads,
We'll have it.
we will have a DMC conversion that we're okay with. I mean, like this bright orange, honestly, this is supposed to be variegated. It's not at all. It's a weeks dye works. So if you don't want to waste the money on that orange, we will not make you, because
I wanted
it is not
just
even variegated
slightly
at all.
variegated, and it kind of looked like it at the store, but it didn't.
And honestly, which
is what else.
we bought probably 10. Sorry, I thought I had a row where I didn't cross, but I did. But we bought probably 10 oranges just to see, and nothing was that vibrant orange. So I should have just
wanted
honestly
a really fall vibrant orange. and
There's
we
not
couldn't.
an exact DMC. That's why I continued to stick with that orange though. Okay.
So there's that. That's gonna come out
Project
soon. Hopefully
bags.
you love it, because we are in love with
Friends,
that one.
I'm in the middle of
Okay.
editing the video right now, so I just thought it'd be nice to stand in front of this tree while I said this. But I was editing the video, it ran way too long for one video, so I'm splitting it into 2, so that will be coming out in a few days, so that's why this is ending abruptly, but I wanted to let you know so you're just not like, what just happened? So look for that coming soon. Hope you're having a great day. Stay amazing.